Speak. So what is your favorite AOC Civ? Do you
Uh,
want to know what Bulchin said? He said Vikings.
of course he said Vikings. He's an
Yes.
Islands player. My favorite AOC Civ, Japanese.
Really Japanese.
I like
Interesting.
trolling with trebuchets.
Okay, okay, Trebuchet. Okay,
And they
got
get
it.
those fishing ships. Oh, they're
Yes.
so beautiful.
Yes. Next question. What is your favorite expansions Civ? I don't know if you know a lot about. I don't
I
either.
do. I don't really like any of them.
You don't? Is that so why
Vietnamese,
no?
Vietnamese, Vietnamese. I like the
Okay.
Vietnamese.
Okay, you do like the Vietnamese, but you
Yeah,
said before that you don't really like any of them. So why is that?
because I don't know them too well. They seem really like
Okay.
they
Like
seem really
OP,
gimmicky. No, they just seem gimmicky. Like they're not
gimmicky.
well thought out. And like the second Castle Age unique tech bothers me so much.
So yeah, the Goths in AOC are the only Civ with the second castle or the second castle tech.
Affirmative.
Yes, so you don't like that other civs get a second castle tech as well.
No, it's because they're all useless. But they just confuse. Like the more options you give someone in AOC, the worse that it gets.
Okay. Okay.
It's seen it with scenario maps too. Like the like it gets to a good point, and then like as soon as the store gets way too big and you have like 50 fucking options, then the map starts to decline. It's the same thing with AOC.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So what is your favorite map then to play?
Like RM map,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nomad,
Okay,
Holla.
so yeah, I asked Bulge and then obviously he was like Islands. And then what is your second favorite? And he said Nomad and he was like, yeah, I like to play with Dave and Jose and Mamacita and I was like, okay, yeah, yeah. So yeah, you and Bulgin very similar for your answers so far.
Nomad's pretty dope. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know that's my favorite map as well. So,
I know.
um, next question: did you like when you were a kid, or I don't know, maybe like even young adult? Did you play with Legos at all, or
Of course I had
Lego? It's
Legos.
it's
I
not
had I
Legos,
had
yeah.
Legos, and I'm gonna date myself here. I had a fucking light bright.
Oh my God, like I
Yeah,
had one too. Yes,
yeah,
yes.
like the shit.
I know, I know. Ice cream says, "Was Dave ever a kid?"
Oh man, ice cream.
Oh, so you had Lego growing up. Did you play with like the like Star Wars sets or like the Western
I
sets or
had
like
like I had like I got it from my parents got it for me from like relatives or a garage sale or something. I had like two giant fucking boxes of a mix up of Lego pieces so I
Oh,
could
so
build
you
whatever the
were
fuck I wanted.
you like to make like your own things.
Yeah, and then like a couple Christmases I might get like a Star Wars Lego set or something.
Okay,
Or
okay, yeah.
not really.
Makes sense.
You know what else I like? You know those
Yeah, sure.
fucking the car things? Like you get the you
Hot
probably didn't play
Wheels?
with them. Kind of like Hot Wheels, like you get the tracks you could make with the loops and stuff. And
That
then
was
you'd
Hot
have the
Wheels,
fucking
right?
yeah, and then you'd
Or
have the fucking launchers to like launch them. I always used to
yeah.
when I was like 7 or 8, I would keep instead of keeping a gun under my pillow, I would keep one of those launchers fully cocked with a fucking Hot Wheels on it, just in case someone busted in my room. Like I'd keep it under my bed
Are you
so I could like
serious?
shoot them in the face.
You're not serious, are you?
I am serious right now. I thought it was like the best self-defense mechanism.
You are truly an American. Okay, so I asked Bullet in
Like,
this.
but like that's reasonable, right? Like if someone got a
No.
Hot Wheel to the eye, it would probably give me enough time to flee.
See, like, I'm the kind of person who doesn't think it's reasonable to have a gun under their pillow.
I don't think so either. I think a gun under your pillow is a bit much, but
But a
I
Hot
mean like
Wheel
a Hot
shooter
Wheels like
thing?
on a starter track thing.
I don't know. That
At,
seems weird to
at
me.
worst, they're gonna need eye surgery. At worst,
At
like I'm not gonna
worst,
kill the
yeah,
person.
eye surgery.
It might go into their mouth and they might choke on it and die. But at that point, it's their fault.
Okay,
Shouldn't
okay.
have surprised me.
Okay, so I asked Bulletin this question too. If you could kiss anyone in the AOC community, who would it be?
Oh
Or do
Jesus!
you want to first guess who Bulletin said?
You said either me or Shinchimax.
No, actually. It was a guy.
Hardy?
No.
MBL?
Yeah. He was like, I already kissed MBL, so
Okay. Oh, I don't know who I would kiss. I
okay.
wouldn't kiss Bullet. I'd have to bend down for that, and I might get a kink in my neck, so I don't want to do that.
You're not that tall.
I know. I know. I don't know.
Okay. Bulletin did say something about Shinchi though. He was
Oh, I
like,
kissed Shinchi. Yeah, I'd make out with Shinchi.
okay,
For
okay.
sure.
I think
Yeah.
I asked him like if you were gay, who would you go for? And he was like, "Oh yeah, Shinchi. I love Shinchi." Okay, if chat wants to ask any questions, just let me know. Is Bulletin a girl? No, right? Yeah, Bulletin is a guy.
Balechia is a girl.
Yeah, Bulletia is a girl, but Bulletin is a guy.
As long as you do the foot lift, I think you have it kind of mixed. You might have been making mistakes in the past, Ice Cream, if you're the one lifting your foot when you're making out with a chick.
Mr. Dupe, Dave would want Tristan. We all know that.
Oh God, no.
Did you ever ride a moose, Dave?
Have I ever ridden a moose?
Yeah.
Have you seen a fucking moose? I wouldn't get on a moose for like. Do you want to die?
Yeah, they're pretty huge, huh?
They're
Wanna
massive.
have chicks dig it.
A moose is like 6.5 to 7 feet at the shoulder. At the fucking shoulder.
Yeah, they're actually giants.
They're like an NBA player before their neck even begins. It's fucking
I remember seeing them at like the Minnesota Zoo, and I was like, what the fuck? They're so big. Because you imagine them to be like a little bit bigger than like a buck, maybe like a deer, a male deer.
No, they're like 3 times the
Yeah,
size.
I know. They're like giant.
I've had a moose chase my fucking canoe through the water, and they can swim fucking fast. I was terrified. I
I've
was
never seen that.
terrified.
That's hilarious.
They chase like the bull moose when they get really aggressive during mating season. If you get close to them, they'll chase you.
Holy
So
shit.
like we were fucking
That's
motoring.
scary.
And this thing is like coming across this huge lake towards us.
Okay, someone in my chat said they get angry and they will run you down and stomp on you like shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Canadian.
Like I'm more scared of seeing a moose than I am a bear. At least a bear you can make a loud noise and they'll fuck off.
Oh,
With a
Dave,
moose?
what is your favorite kind of latte?
Latte? I just like standard lattes.
Okay, so
Like
a
I don't
latte
drink them
latte.
very often. Like if I'm gonna get a latte, it's gonna be from a really nice place where I know they have great coffee.
Okay, yeah. I've almost been run over by a moose a few times while skiing. That's great ice cream. Thank you for the follow, Slap a Fish. And I also talked about Bulletin about the podcast. You have the podcast with him. Who was your favorite guest that you had on? So just as a reminder, you had Pete, Poxo, Robo, Nimino, Jose. Who was your favorite guest?
I mean, like basically, we've had on the who's who of AOC celebrities.
Yeah.
I mean, I can start from the bottom. I think Robo's probably sitting at the bottom of the list. I'd say Jose.
That's who Bullet said too. So
Yeah.
on the same page
I
again.
love Jose. We need ice cream. That's who we need.
Yeah, you need ice cream on the podcast. Is there anyone else I missed who was? Oh, you had Tarzan and Sci-Fly. That's right.
Yeah.
So do you actually think Sci-Fly is weird?
Sci-fi is weird, yeah, but I like weird people.
Okay, okay.
Normal people are boring.
Okay,
You think
okay.
ice cream's normal?
No, fuck no.
No. He's like my favorite person. Do you think Bullet's normal? No.
Bullet is not normal.
Fuck, sci-fi isn't normal. Even Mr. Poop isn't normal.
Well, considering his girlfriend, you know.
Yeah, his girlfriend needs to go.
um, all right. So you're going gambling tonight?
Yeah, it's my buddy's birthday.
Nice. What are you gonna play? Slots or blackjack?
I don't
What?
know. We're going to Niagara Falls. We're going to the casino. You've been there.
Oh, Niagara. Yes, we have been there.
It took us, boys and girls, it took us 4 fucking hours to get to Niagara Falls from Toronto. It was fucking ridiculous.
I don't.
Usually it
Why
takes
were
like an
the
hour and a
roads so
half.
busy? Was it because it was Canada weekend or something?
Yeah, and because everyone and their fucking mom was trying to get to Niagara Falls, apparently, or across the border. I mean, we did go on a Sunday, and we left at the worst possible time, and it was a holiday, long weekend. Like, maybe not the greatest decision of all time to
Yeah.
do that.
Okay, so what do you say to me coming for Canada Day next year, 2018?
Come on up,
All right.
do it.
Yeah, and Bullet.
That's when pot gets legalized in
Oh,
Canada.
that's right. Yeah, Bullet told me so he's coming or he wants to come to Canada in February, but he said he hasn't heard from you a confirmation of like if he
Yeah,
can.
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll still be living in the same place, so like I can't give him
Oh.
a confirmation.
Oh,
I don't know where
okay.
I'll be or like
I was
where I'll
like,
be
what's up
working.
with that? Like, does Dave not like you anymore? Like, what?
No, I just like if I don't know like where I'm gonna be living or whatever, what I'm gonna be doing, then
In February, that's just a few months away.
yeah, I know.
All right,
But
well,
like if I get a job in Toronto, then I'm moving to
Cause I was
Toronto.
saying
So.
like to Bullet, I was like, I haven't seen you in like a year and a half. Like, oh, we need to cross paths soon. And he was like, well, when I'm in Toronto, and I was like, okay, or yeah, okay, like let me know what weekend you're there, cause I could like go for a weekend or something, like a long weekend, and figure it out. But yeah, have you met any AOC people aside from me and Aid?
Sharky.
Really?
You know Sharky, the Lauder player who
Yeah.
sounds so fucking Canadian, it's unbelievable. Like even me and the other Canadian guy, when we heard his voice, we were like, is this guy for real or is he trolling us right now?
Yeah.
Actually so Canadian. Yeah, I met him.
Okay, so you've met a few AOC people, but you definitely need to branch out.
I'm sure I've met like other closet AOC people that like never tell anyone.
Closet AOC people?
Yeah. Like there's tons of AOC people living in the Toronto area that probably play on Voobly, and either I would recognize their name or they would recognize my name. And like we've probably bumped into each other before.
So you think there are people who like play on Voobly just like all over the place who never say anything? And that you've like
Well,
just
like no,
run into
but
them?
like if you bump into someone in the street,
Uh-huh.
then like they're not gonna just come out and say, "Hey, man, there's this game. It's 15 years old. I play it.
Okay, okay. So
I'm
you
really
think there
into
are a
it."
lot more people who play the game than are willing to admit?
I'm thinking that. Oh my god, I'm thinking
Okay, okay,
that
you need
people just don't come out in their first couple sentences and say, "Hey, man, do you play Age of Empires 2: The Conqueror's Expansion
Yeah.
on Boobly.com?"
Well, I know, but I mean like
That's not how you meet friends. Maybe that's where you're going wrong. Maybe you need to stop telling people that you play Age of Empires as soon as you meet them.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I think you're my friend, so at least I have one friend, but
I'm still waiting for someone, and I know it's never gonna happen. I've had people recognize me on other Twitch channels before.
yeah,
But I'm waiting for someone to hear my voice in real life.
recognize you in real life. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I've actually thought about that too, and I'm like, will anyone ever recognize me in real life? But I don't
You just
think
said a
so.
boot.
What?
You just said it. Yeah, you just said a Canadian a boot.
What? How did I? Wait, what
Someone
did I
clipped
say?
that shit, alright?
What did I say? What sentence did I say?
I don't remember the sentence. I just remember hearing a very Canadian A boot sound.
I don't know. We were just talking about accents earlier and how like Minnesotans like in living in northern Minnesota will say like Minnesota instead of Minnesota, like drag out the O.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota. um but yeah, are you how long do you have left? Are you leaving like right now?
No, it's for 3:53. It takes 45 minutes to get to that guy's place, and I'm gonna be there at some point after 5. So I
Okay,
have
we'll
like
wait a few more minutes, see if the chat wants to ask any more questions. I'm trying to think, what else did I ask Bulletin? I think we talked about like how successful I thought the podcast was, because I like, well, I've watched every single episode, and I feel like other people like it a lot too, and I always feel entertained when I watch it. I like the topics that you guys talk about, and like stuff like that. So I think the podcast is going really well for you guys.
I'm gonna watch this clip, and I'm gonna.
Yeah. Okay. Let me watch it too.
Oh, you said it. You said it, Boot. You did. You did say it.
Let me listen.
real life.
Recognize you in real life. Yeah, me too. I've actually thought about that too, and I'm like, will anyone ever recognize me in real life? But I don't.
You just
think
said a
so.
boot.
What? Yeah, me too. I've
Voice in real life.
recognize you in real life. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I've actually thought about that too, and I'm like, will anyone ever recognize?
I feel
me
like
in
it's
real
real.
life?
Like I can't even tell.
just
It's
said
so
a boot.
subtle. I've just said like
actually
a
thought
boot
about that too.
about.
Recognize you in
I
real
don't know.
life. Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. I've actually thought about that too, and I'm
Yeah,
like, will
I don't
anyone
think
ever
Canadians really
recognize me
say
in
it
real
that
life?
way, but whatever. It is what it is. So the podcast, like,
Yeah.
podcast is fun, but I don't. Is it successful? I don't think it ever really will be, because all the fucking filthy fucking casual AOC people are busy jacking off to Viper and Doubt, so it'll never really be that
Yeah.
popular, which is fine.
I don't know.
This is fun.
I thought it was like, I don't know. I always listen to it afterward. I usually can't watch it live because I'm at work, but like I'll listen to it afterward and then make comments about it in Bullet's Discord or something. Like when you were like Battles of Oasis Bases, that's the dumbest name ever, and I
It
was like,
is!
yes, it is. Like what the
It's
fuck?
so fucking dumb. Like my marketing background is screaming at me like, kill it with fire, please. Like, just make it go away.
I don't know. Yeah, like who thought to name it that? Like, it's just cringy. Like what?
Can I just say, for a while, me, Tristan, and Ice Cream contemplated making a podcast. The
Yeah.
three of us. For a while there,
it
and it
never
never happened.
Yeah.
Jinx.
What was I gonna? Oh yeah. Did you see the drama on AOC Zone about the Brazil B flights to the Nation Cup land?
What happened?
Okay, so the SY sponsor bought the Brazil B team flights that go through Canada, like they have layovers in Canada before they go to China.
Yeah.
And it turns out that if you are Brazilian, you need a visa to go
Yeah.
through Canada. Like even if you're staying in the airport, like just to be safe, you need a visa. And they can't get the visas in time, and the tickets that the SY sponsor bought are non-refundable. So they like those tickets are a complete waste because they can't get the visas in time. Like that money is just gone. And so Eddie posted on AOC Zone like telling about that and saying like, we need help like to get the Brazil B guys.
You can get express visas
China.
within 24 hours.
No, I think, well,
You just have to pay a lot more.
So DeGao commented on the thread and was like, Stark's wife went to the consulate, the Brazilian consulate, or whatever, Canadian whatever, wherever you go to get that, and there's no way that you can get visas in time.
Really? Okay.
So I don't know, like, so now Eddie's trying to raise money for the Brazil players to get to China, but it's like next week, right? Like
I got a visa to go into Russia within 48 hours. How does the Canadian government not have their shit together more than the fucking Russian government in
I
2009?
feel like, yeah, there must be something they can do, but DeGao was like, no, like Stark's wife went to the consulate and like like begged with them basically. So I don't know, unless like they can find a way
Probably
to.
it's Brazil. You probably or no, it's a Canadian consulate. You can't bribe them to make it happen. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, unless they can find a way to refund the flights and like buy new flights that they don't have to do all that visa crap for, like I don't know, like yeah, that's what Eddie's trying to raise money for them, but so basically the SY sponsor was like, either you guys can use your prize money to buy flights, in which case they would actually have no prize money because they're just buying the flights with the prize money, or the China SY team would sub in for them at the China land and they wouldn't actually go to China at all.
Fixed, rigged,
No,
fucking rigged,
no,
fucking
no.
fixed. SY fucking planned. Jesus Christ, they knew. They knew.
No.
They fucking knew. They fucking knew.
Do you actually think that?
They wouldn't. No.
Okay, good. Yeah, no. Like, I don't think the SY sponsor did this on purpose, but it's just so, like, how do you fuck that up? Like, you should, like, check beforehand, like, the visa situation before you have people flying internationally, you know? Like, and just, like, neither of those situations are, like, good for the Brazil B team. Like, the SY sponsors clearly just fucked up. Like, that's it. But and people are suggesting they take like a percentage out of the total prize pool to fund the flights to China for SY. But if you remember, like even a couple months ago, Limb was posting on AOC Zone to get like donations for the flights to the LAN. And
Yeah.
that money is basically wasted now because those flights that went through Canada like can't even be used.
So ethically, the Chinese have to do that. If you're going from an ethics perspective, but from a practical perspective, they don't give a fuck about this land final to begin with.
No,
None of their
yeah.
teams are there. Like, you think their audience is going to be half the size as it would have been for a Chinese final? No, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But
I
ethically,
think
they should.
it
They
just
should
sucks.
pay for it. Yeah.
Like any situation sucks. I feel like they should try to like reason with the airline though. Like I guess unless it explicitly said that the
Have you
tickets
ever
they
tried
bought were
reasoning with an
non-refundable.
airline before?
I guess like I've never had to, but
It's
like
a fucking nightmare.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I've been transferred on flights that were like 8 hours after the original flight, and they wouldn't give me any sort of like refund or anything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I guess I'll just sit here because you fucked up. That seems good. Like,
yeah.
and when I get mad about something, like it's very rare that I get in someone's face about something, and I only do it when it doesn't logically make sense for them to do the thing that they did.
Yeah.
Like, I will not fucking stop. I won't go like full my mom rage mode, you know, like full fury where telemarketers and shit run
yeah.
from her, but like I will not stop.
And they still don't do anything.
So yeah.
But yeah, so that's the newest drama. Also, there's the drama about the monk macro that some guy was using, and everyone was like, "What the fuck, monk?"
So that's
macros.
been there for years and years.
Yeah,
and years.
I know.
People come along and do that shit. So whatever, it is what it is. I remember there was a couple of people in CS that did that type of shit. They basically, you have to kill towers in some scenarios.
Yeah.
To win, and people, if their tower is really low HP, they'll start surrounding it with units. So you have to target the units first rather than the tower. You can't target the tower.
Huh.
It's called a tower block, right?
Yeah.
So, and then you replenish the units as people kill them, and you're killing their army. That's whatever. Anyway, someone replaced the fucking tower, and like the tower sprite in their Age of Empires folder with a tower that was taller. So only they could see the taller tower, and like everyone was blocking the normal tower, and they just fucking snipe right through the tower block because it went above the units.
Huh.
So you get.
Would you
get
consider
shit
that
like
cheating then?
Oh yeah, that was cheating, and
Okay.
They actually implemented
I
something
guess
on
that's the
Google.
thing. Like, how do you draw the line between cheating and like using, you know, technology?
Yeah.
But interesting, cause yeah, this guy who was using that monk micro was saying like trying to justify, like he didn't think he was doing anything wrong. He was like, yeah, it's just a tool that I use, like blah blah blah, and like totally justifying
Yeah.
it.
Hack.exe is just a tool that I use. You have to have skill.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I need to get this monk mic macro so that I can use it too, because I want to be a god. Um. Anyway. Are there any questions for Dave in the chat? We've discussed AOC drama, favorite Sieve, favorite map. Oh, what is your favorite adult beverage, Dave?
My favorite adult beverage. Scotch.
Scotch?
God.
See, I don't like hard liquor anymore. Like, I don't even like cocktails unless they're blended. Ask him if he has a boyfriend. Dave, do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Okay, no, he does not.
Who asked that?
Boushy Floushy.
Nice.
Hey, pole dancer. I know I'm not. I need to refill my adult beverage.
I'm gonna show you guys one of the mock towers. This
Oh,
is an
yes.
actual
Show
mod
us.
that Donnie made. This is an actual mod
Hey,
to
Dave, do you
replace a
want to
tower.
be a mod in my channel?
Like that thing is an actual unit.
Wait, it's actually like that's what it
Yeah, he
shows
made
on
it.
the screen?
Yeah, he
Is that
replaced
giant
this.
arrow?
Yeah, he replaced this file with that.
What the fuck?
Like just blatant cheating. Just blatantly cheating. It's supposed to be a tower. Like he didn't even edit the shadow file. He just put it in there. It's hilarious.
Is that so? But that just shows for him, right?
Yeah.
So how would anyone ever know that he's cheating?
Well, you can look at the recorded game and see where if they targeted a tower when it was physically impossible to do so, and then you're just like, well,
Okay, yeah.
that's not cool.
Interesting.
It is art. It is art.
Art. Piece of art, yeah. For real. Anyway, Dave, thanks for coming on the stream and being a celebrity guest. It would have been good to get you and Bullchin together, but oh well.
We didn't even have a podcast this week.
I know.
He was too lazy.
I know. What the fuck? I hope he's not losing
He's
motivation.
like, oh, I'm tired.
Yeah, right. I've been working so much
Nah.
lately. Oh, what's your favorite unique unit? That's a good one.
My favorite unique unit? Depends what I'm playing. Usually, like, Mangadai are pretty dope, but Berserks are fucking king of the jungle, so...
Not Cataphract?
I might go with Zerks. No, Cataphracts are too fucking
Too fucking what?
OP and expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit.
They are very expensive, especially if you want to get all the upgrades.
Like, they're just... Yeah. And, like, the trample damage thing... it's always ambiguous whether it fucking works or not. Like the
Yeah.
unique upgrade, like does it work on user patch and just not on 1.0C? Like when does it fucking work? So yeah, weird.
Yeah. What is
Cataphracts are OP, dude. People just don't know how to use them, and they don't have enough of them. Like a cataphract will stand up against most paladins if it's fully upgraded.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it won't be a complete even trade, but you'll if you have similar numbers.
Because I was gonna say, I thought like Mamelukes counter Paladins, Paladins counter Cataphracts, and Cataphracts counter Mamelukes. I thought that was the
that
like
up.
triangle.
No, like if you have 40 Cataphracts and 40 Mamluks, if the guy's just dicking around with the Mamluks and not like bunching them together, then you'll be able to take him. If he's bunching them together, then he'll have about
Yeah,
like
that's
15
true. That's
mams
true.
left, and you'll have no cataphracts. So.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Them is the problem because they don't produce fast, and there's usually don't have enough castles and enough gold and food to.
So my favorite Civ when I was playing as a young child was Byzantines. So cataphracts always have a special place.
They're good. Like
in
they
my
do
heart.
better against like Mangudai. They do better against Mamluks than Paladins do. They do better against like plumed archers and shit. Like they're fucking good.
They're expensive
Really
though.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really expensive. The elite upgrade is like 1,600 food or
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
something. Retarded. The
Um,
Mamluks do get the bonus damage against them, but some of it's nullified by the Byzantine armor.
mhm.
It's like it's like pikes against cataphracts. Like they do get the bonus damage, but it's nullified again from by the cataphract armored statistic shit. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, and this is this week's episode of AOC Cheese number 18.
Right. No, it's actually number 4 because he starts the numbers over every time he renames the podcast.
Yeah.
Do you guys? How's the weather in Toronto, by the way?
It's finally cooling down. It's like 10 degrees now.
Celsius.
But like, yeah, it was so like until a week ago. I went golfing last week, and it was
What?
25 degrees.
What
Yeah,
the fuck? That's like
yeah,
what,
it was
60
so weird.
degrees?
It's like apocalypse coming.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I saw snow today.
We
and
haven't even had any frost. We
Yeah.
haven't dipped below zero this
It
year.
was snowing all yesterday as well. So, yeah. Kind of exciting, you know, the first snow and all that. But Toronto is actually farther south than where I live.
Yeah, and we
so
have the
very
lake
slightly.
and stuff. You
Yeah,
have
you
to
have the
go.
lake, yeah.
Like it gets cold here, but the lake effect kind of like moderates it a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we'll have a couple weeks at -30 or -20 or something in January or February.
That sounds so
but-
like funny when I think about things in Fahrenheit because it's like -30 in Fahrenheit is like extremely cold, but
Yeah, well, -30 in Celsius is close to -30 in Fahrenheit.
yeah,
'cause
that's
they
true
meet up
because
at
they equal at
-40.
-40. Yeah. But,
So
yeah, so still very cold, but just slightly not as cold. All right. Thank you for joining me as my second
what
celebrity
are you gonna
guest.
build with your Lego?
Oh, I'm making the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
Yeah, I have I bought the Millennium Falcon Lego set, and I'm making that. And everyone's like yelling at me to drink more, but I ran out of stuff, so I need a refill. But
yeah, I gotta go drop by the good old liquor store. Maybe fill up a water bottle full of fucking what was it? Canadian
yeah, I was gonna say, like, are you
Canadian Club or
referencing
some shit.
what
Like, whatever
what
you
you
had
guys
in
brought to the fireworks show or whatever?
We went to this fireworks show on Canada Day when Smarthy was visiting, and I felt like I was in high school again.
That was really fun.
We just
But-
filled up these water bottles with whiskey and just fucking drank them at the beach.
But
It's great.
Abe moved, so we can't do that again.
Did he move?
He did. He moved to
Why?
downtown, I think.
Why though? That
don't
place
know.
was like perfect.
It
What
was
the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I don't know why he moved. but-
So if like, does he have one bedroom now, or is it like a studio apartment, or like what?
The last time I told me, I think, or the last time I talked to him, I think he said it was kind of like shit. So
Oh, but that other place was so nice.
it was really nice. So I'm like, okay, if I come visit, I'll like have to get a hotel then or something, cause
Yeah,
yeah,
or I might have a place around that area. I don't know.
yeah.
It's
But-
like,
But that was so fun, honestly. Like when I was leaving, I was like, I have to come back next year because like we had so much fun. We had such a good time together. all of
that day
us.
was like such a turnaround too, because we were so tired,
Yeah.
and then we went to that Thai place, and it was like, oh, energy.
I know.
And then like we're walking down the street, and people are looking like, the fuck would those people thinking? They wouldn't even roll down their windows to
To
give me a high five
Yeah.
as I'm running along the street. Like, what the fuck? And then the one guy like just rolling a casual joint for me on the sidewalk, and you're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Just don't even.
Yeah, I
We're just
remember that
having a
now.
moment here. We're just having a moment." And
Uh,
like the one woman giving you all the bracelets or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
the Canada? What the fuck am I saying?
she's like,
Canada
"You need a
bracelet.
gift if you're gonna visit our country."
Yeah, I was like, I don't know, somehow it was brought up that I was American and they were all like, I'm so sorry.
And then when I said, I remember we crossed the street and there was a cop directing traffic, and I looked at him, I'm like, "Thanks, buddy." And he just nodded at me, and
I was
Smarthy was like, "Oh my god, that's so rude." Like, what? What the fuck is your problem? I just said thank you. Like, are you not allowed to talk to policemen in the States?
And then we went to that one place with the amazing
Yeah, we only
sangria,
left there
yeah.
because I knew I would have been leaving in a fucking ambulance.
I know, I remember turning to you and I was like, this is dangerous. This is bad. Oh, that was so good. Yeah.
That
I
was
need
a fun
to.
time.
I should come back next year because that was a lot of fun. We should recruit people.
Yeah, we should get Bullet. We should get Shinchi.
We should get Tristan.
Oh no, but he would just sit in the corner with
No,
his
he's
like
become
he'd
crazy.
sit down with his back
No.
straight up, like I'm far out of my comfort zone
Listen.
at the moment.
He like a couple months ago, he texted me out of the blue and he was like, "So I went to this Indian place and then I bought some alcohol on the way home and I'm drinking it now." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, who are you?" And I swear, he was like actually drunk. It was so weird. So I think he's loosened up a lot.
It would be amazing, or like at least hilarious, if not scary, if Tristan was one of those people that went from like 0 to 60 like really fucking quick.
Yeah.
Like just suddenly becomes a raging alcoholic.
I hope not, but yeah, that would be hilarious.
Like weekend crack user, like it'd be
That would be
fantastic.
pretty funny, actually.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
quick
then we'd have to do an
turnaround.
intervention for him. And
Yeah.
keep him away from spring, you know.
Yeah, you can't watch Spring Stream anymore, sorry.
All right, well, I'm gonna head out. See you later.
Thanks
Good
for
luck on
joining
your
me.
Lego. At the end of
Bye.
the Lego thing, you should say, when you have the Millennium Falcon, you should be like, "Punch it, Chewie," and then you should punch it
No.
across the room.
No.
And then you should be like, from the other side of the room, you should be like, "Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million."
No. I'm not gonna punch it. That would ruin it. But okay, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you were able to come after my annoying text messages to you.
Did you text me? What?
I did. I was like, please come to my drunk stream. I need you to be a celebrity guest.
Oh, I don't even have my phone.
Well, you came
Okay.
anyway, so that's all that matters. Anyway, have fun at the casino.
I
Have
will.
fun with your buddies.
All right. See you later.
See ya.
See you stream. See you chat. Bye.
All right, that was Dave.